Rucha and Julie are partners, sharing profit and loss in their capital ratio. From the following trial balance and adjustments, you are required to prepare final account. Let's discuss trial balance first. Very first item is purchases, will be transferred to trading account debit side. Trade expenses. Now remember guys, if trade expenses given in the trial balance along with sundry expenses or miscellaneous expenses or office expenses or general expenses, then trade expenses will be transferred to trading account debit side. मतलब जब भी trade expense आपको trial balance में दिया होगा, you have to search for these item. Now remember, ये चारों trial balance में नहीं होंगे. Out of this, one will be there. एंड अगर इनमें से कोई भी एक आइटम ट्रायल बैलेंस में दिया है, देन ट्रेड एक्सपेंसेस विल बी ट्रांसफर टू ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट डेबिट साइड, or else it will be transferred to profit and loss account debit side. Okay, now in this question, can I say general expenses given? Correct. So trade expenses will be transferred to trading account debit side. अगर general expense नहीं होता, then trade expense कहाँ जाता? Profit and loss account के debit side पे. Let's go to next item. Salaries, profit and loss debit. Wages and salary. Now remember, whenever wages and salary comes together, you have to post them according to first item. Okay, so first wages is given, so this will be transferred to trading account debit side. The next one is advertisement, profit and loss debit, in bracket 2 years given. It means there is an hidden adjustment that we will discuss later. Sales return, less from sales. Freehold property, balance sheet asset. Office rent, profit and loss debit. Motor van, balance sheet asset. Stock on 1st April 2018, it's a opening stock, so this will be transferred to trading account debit side. General expenses, profit and loss debit. Sundry debtor, balance sheet asset. Coal, gas and fuel, trading debit. Carriage inward, trading debit. Carriage outward, profit and loss debit. Plant and machinery, balance sheet asset. Let's go to credit side. Capital account will be transferred to balance sheet liability. Sundry creditor, balance sheet liability. Sales, trading credit. RDD, less from old bad debts. Bills payable, balance sheet liability. Purchase return, less from purchases. Let's prepare format. This is my trading and profit and loss account, and this is balance sheet. And we are going to solve adjustment first. Now let's see very first adjustment. Closing stock is valued at rupees 88,000 cost price and 90,000 market price. Now in this adjustment, closing stock का दो value दिया है, cost price as well as market price. And remember, we are going to consider the lower one. So in this sum, we are going to consider the cost price because it is 88,000, and the two effects of closing stock are trading credit and balance sheet asset. So let's go to trading account credit side and we will write by closing stock 88,000, and second effect will be transferred to balance sheet asset side. We will write closing stock 88,000. Let's go to adjustment number 2. Rucha and Julie withdrawn goods from business rupees 3,000 and 2,000 respectively for their personal use. Now remember guys, first effect of goods related adjustments will be transferred to trading account. Now from business point of view, goods goes out because partners are withdrawing, so first effect will be trading account credit side, and we are going to write by goods withdrawn by partners. And we will write name of the partner, Rucha, and Rucha withdrawn goods of rupees 3,000 and Julie has withdrawn goods of rupees 2,000. So total amount will be 5,000. And as we know, anything withdrawn by the partner for personal use is treated as drawing, correct? And drawing हम क्या करते हैं? Capital में से subtract करते हैं. So let's find out capital from the trial balance first. It is there 80 and 40. So we will go to liability side and we will write partner's capital, and Rucha's capital was 80,000, and from Rucha's capital we are going to subtract her drawing, which is 3,000 rupees, and in bracket we will mention it is drawing of goods. In the same way, we are going to write Julie's capital, which is 40,000, and from Julie's capital we are going to subtract Julie's drawing, which is 2,000, and in bracket we are going to specify that it is drawing of goods. Okay, now let's go to third adjustment. Depreciate motor van by 5% and plant and machinery by 7%. Okay, so first we are going to charge depreciation on motor van. Let's go to trial balance and find out motor van का amount कितना है. It is 40,000. So we are going to write this on the asset side. We will write motor van 40,000, and from this we will subtract depreciation 5%, and 5% of 40,000 will be 2,000, and after subtracting we get 38,000. In the same way, we are going to charge depreciation on machinery as well, and amount of machinery is 13,800. Let's go to balance sheet asset side and we will write plant and machinery 13,800, and from this we are going to subtract depreciation 7%. Now 7% of 13,800 will be 966, and after subtracting we get 12,834. Now the second effect of depreciation will be transferred to profit and loss account debit side. As it is loss, we will write to depreciation, and after this we are going to write name of the asset motor van, and on motor van we have charged depre of rupees 2,000. In the same way we have charged depreciation on plant and machinery 966. So total depreciation will be 2,966. Let's go to fourth adjustment. Reserve for doubtful debts on debtors at 5% is to be created. This is nothing but new RDD. This adjustment we are going to discuss later. Let's go to fifth adjustment. Outstanding wages rupees 800. Now this adjustment is related to wages. So let's go and find out wages from the trial balance. It is there 2,800, and this we are going to write on the trading account debit side. We will write to wages and salary, and amount is 2,800. And in adjustment it is outstanding given, correct, and outstanding we have to add, so we'll add outstanding, and amount of outstanding 800, so total wages will be 3,600. And second effect of outstanding expenses will be transferred to balance sheet liability side. We will write outstanding wages, and amount of outstanding wages was 800. Let's go to next adjustment. Goods of rupees 6,000 were purchased on credit, but no entry was found in the books of account. So this is nothing but unrecorded purchase, and the two effects are add to purchases and add to creditor. So let's find out purchases from the trial balance. It is there 48,000. So we'll go to trading account debit side. We will write two purchases 48,000, and in this we will add unrecorded, and the amount of unrecorded purchase was 6,000, and after adding we get 54,000. Why inner column? Because purchase return is there. So from 54,000 we are going to subtract purchase return amount 6,000, and after subtracting we get 48,000. Okay. Now remember, unrecorded purchase is an adjustment, so definitely there will be second effect as well. And unrecorded purchase का second effect कहाँ जाता है? Add to creditors. So let's go to trial balance again and let's find the amount of creditors. It is 22,000, and creditors we are going to write on the liability side. We will write sundry creditors 22,000, and in sundry creditors we will add unrecorded purchase 6,000, and after adding we get 28,000. Let's go to next adjustment, seventh one. Goods of rupees 6,000 were sold on credit, but no entry was found in the books of account. So this is nothing but unrecorded sale, and the two effects are add to sales and add to debtor. So let's go to trial balance and find out amount of sale. It is there 1,48,000. Let's go to trading account credit side and we will write by sales 1,48,000, and in this we are going to add unrecorded sale, which is 6,000, and after adding we get 1,54,000. Why inner column? Again there is a sale return, so we have to subtract it, and the amount of sales return is 8,000, and after subtracting we get 1,46,000. And second effect of unrecorded sale is add to debtor. So let's go to trial balance again and we will find out debtors. It is there 62,000. So let's go to balance sheet asset side. We will write 62,000, and in this we are going to add unrecorded sale, and the amount of unrecorded sale was 6,000, and after adding we get 68,000. Why inner column? Because RDD is there, correct? So let's read fourth adjustment. Reserve for doubtful debts on debtors at the rate 5% is to be created, and this is new RDD. So first we are going to subtract this from debtor, so less new RDD, which is 5%, and 68,000 ka 5% is 3,400, and after subtracting we get 64,600. Now second effect of new RDD will be transferred to profit and loss debit side, and we know the formula. It is old bad debts plus new bad debts plus new RDD minus old RDD. But in this question there is no old bad debts and there is no new bad debts, because trial balance में भी bad debts नहीं है और adjustment में भी bad debts नहीं है. तो directly हम यहाँ पे क्या लिखेंगे? टू न्यू आरडीडी, जो एडजस्टमेंट वाला आरडीडी है, जो अभी अभी हमने कैलकुलेट किया 3400, एंड फ्रॉम दिस वी आर गोइंग टू सब्ट्रैक्ट ओल्ड आरडीडी विच इज देयर इन ट्रायल बैलेंस 1200, and after subtracting the final amount will be 2200. Okay, so with this we have completed this adjustment, but remember there is an hidden adjustment as well, advertisement. Now this advertisement will be transferred to profit and loss account debit side. We will write to advertisement 4000. Now in bracket what is given, 2 years. अब यहाँ पे हमें क्या समझना होगा, फाइनल अकाउंट विच वी आर प्रिपेयरिंग इज फॉर 1 year, बट वी हैव पेड एडवर्टीजमेंट फॉर 2 years. So can I say I have paid 1 year in advance? So it is nothing but prepaid. So let's go to advertisement and we will write less prepaid. And the amount of prepaid, how to calculate? It is quite simple. This 4000 is the amount of 2 years and prepaid is 1 year. So just divide by 2, you will get the amount of 1 year, which is 2000. And after subtracting, we get 2000. Now the second effect of prepaid expenses will be transferred to balance sheet asset side. We will write prepaid advertisement 2000. So with this, we have completed all the adjustment. Now let's do the posting. Purchases already done. Trade expenses will be transferred to trading account debit side and the amount is 3000. The next one is salary will be transferred to profit and loss account debit side and the amount is 4500. The next one is wages and salary. It is already written. Then advertisement already done. Sales return already done. Freehold property. This will be transferred to balance sheet assets side. We will write freehold property and the amount is 23,000. The next one is office rent. Profit and loss account debit side. So we will write to office rent and amount is 5,000. The next one is motor van, already done. Stock will be transferred to trading account debit side as opening stock, amount is 89,500. The next is general expenses. This will be transferred to profit and loss account debit side, amount is 2,500. The next is sundry debtor, already done. Coal, gas and fuel will be transferred to trading account debit side, amount is 1,000. Carriage inward, trading account debit side and amount is 800. Then carriage outward, profit and loss account debit side and amount is 1300. Then plant and machinery, already done. Let's go to credit side. Capital we have already written. Sundry creditors already done. Sales already done. RDD already done. Bills payable will be transferred to balance sheet liability side. We will write bills payable and the amount is 12,000. Then purchase return already done. So with this we have completed posting as well. Now let's close the trading account first. And first we are going to find out the total of credit side of trading account, which is 2,39,000, and total of debit side of trading account is 1,45,900, and after subtracting we get the balance figure, which is 93,100, which will be called as gross profit. Now how to present this? The greater total will appear as total of both the side and the balance figure will be transferred to lower side, which is debit side. We will write to gross profit carried down 93,100. This gross profit will be transferred to profit and loss account credit side by gross profit brought down and amount is 93,100. Same way we are going to close profit and loss account as well. First we are going to write credit total, which is 93,100, and we will find out debit total, which is 20,466, and the balance figure is 72,634, which will be called as net profit because credit was greater than the debit. Now again the greater total will appear as total of both the side and the balance figure will be transferred to lower side, which is debit side. We will write 72,634, and this is nothing but net profit. Now we have to distribute this net profit among the partners, and in question what is given, Rucha and Julie are partners sharing profit and loss in their capital ratio. मतलब ये जो नेट प्रॉफिट है हमें इसे कैपिटल के रेशो में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना होगा. नाउ हाउ टू फाइंड आउट कैपिटल रेशो? Rucha's capital was 80,000 and Julie's capital was 40,000. By simplifying we get 2:1. So this is their capital ratio, and in this capital ratio we are going to distribute this net profit. So Rucha's share will be 48,423 and Julie's share will be 24,211. Now how to present this? First we are going to write to net profit, and we are going to write name of the partners, and Rucha's share of net profit was 48,423 and Julie's share of net profit was 24,211. This net profit will be transferred to respective capital account. It means Rucha's net profit will be added in Rucha's capital 48,423, and after adding we get 1,28,423. From this we are going to subtract Rucha's drawing, which is 3,000, and after subtracting we get 1,25,423. In the same way, we are going to transfer Julie's net profit to Julie's capital. We will write add net profit 24,211, 40,000 plus 24,211, we get 64,211, and from this we are going to subtract Julie's drawing, which is 2,000, and after subtracting we get 62,211. And after this our balance sheet should get tally, and amount of tally figure is 2,28,434.